The one thing we can't do is talk underwater, but what if it were possible? Today, we're opening up the Triton's Realm dive locker to take a look at the new PowerCom 3000D from Ocean Technology System.
So the first thing I can say is the PowerCom is certainly superior to its predecessor, the SSB 2010. The nice thing is the reduction of ambient noise is significant.
Hey guys, my name's Jeff. Here we don't do a lot of gear reviews. Most of our videos are about different dive sites and the amazing sea life that you can find underwater. But when Ocean Technology Systems loaned me one of their PowerCom 3000Ds to try out, we just had to do a quick review of it here to give our unfeathered opinion, because this video is not sponsored by them at all. So I'm just going to call it like I see it here. The first thing I can tell you is this PowerCom device over the previous Aquacom SSB 2010 is a beast. It's definitely got a lot more heft to it, and that's a lot due to the new battery system they got. And we'll get to that in just a second. The first thing that really stands out is the rugged rubberized bottom here. The previous device was just a hard plastic bottom. This one has got a rugged rubberized bottom, which is nice because if you set it on the fiberglass console of a boat, it's less likely to slide around. Also, if you drop this thing, it's probably a little bit more impact resistant.
The other thing that's really noticeable is the menu. Just going to activate the menu by pressing the push to talk button a few times to activate it. It'll play back the current settings. You can also push it 3 times to activate the menu so that I can go change the settings. I'm just going to go ahead and play it back down.
Channel 1. Receive. High. Side. High. Squelch. Medium. Transmit. Box. Medium. Scramble. Off.
Okay, as you can see, we've got several different menu options that we can change, including the channel and the volume. We've also got a couple of new ones in there, including the squelch and the scramble. The squelch is huge. Previously, you could only change the squelch setting by opening up the SSB 2010, exposing the battery compartment, and twisting a little dial in the back. Now, I can do it through the menu and the headphone on the fly, not just when the unit is dry and when I can open it up. And that is a game changer for me, because out here, there's just a lot of ambient noise, and being able to change that squelch to make the unit more or less sensitive to that background noise is a really big deal. Now, changing the squelch can also impact how well the signal's received by other divers or by a surface unit, but in our application here, really changing that squelch to a high setting, because Evan and I are usually really close to each other. We don't have a surface unit. We get enough transmission strength to hear each other, and it really helps reduce the background noise created by shrimp and other things in the environment here naturally. So having the menu and the squelch, a huge improvement.
The other nice thing here is the belt clip, or the clip that you secure this to your tank band on your cylinder. The device itself here, where you clip it off, is curved to match the curve of the tank, which is great because the previous one was not. It was just a flat surface, and what that did was, when you got the tank band secured in between here, it put a lot of pressure on the corners, and it was causing some stress cracks in my SSB 2010. I think that's a lot less likely to happen here on the new PowerCom device, just because of this little fine detail where they added a curve to match the cylinder. The other nice thing is they've added 3 screws that are accessible here to change out the clip if the clip does break or you need to replace it for any reason. So that is also a nice feature. Now, you may be wondering, how do you connect this to the diver and to the rest of the headphones and everything else in the OTS Guardian, which is what we're using it with here. On the top here, there is a little area where you're going to secure the the cable to make that happen. Now the cable has their standard 2 prongs where you're going to connect it into the diver and the headphones and the microphone, and over here it's got a series of prongs as well that's going to connect straight in. Now there's 2 larger ones and a bunch of small ones. You got to make sure you get those lined up perfectly nice. You got to make sure you're also putting those in nice and straight with even pressure around it. I'm paranoid on bending the pins, but then over the top there's this little screw down attachment as well, so you can secure that right in there. Then this end is going to go straight into the headphones and the microphone line here in the OTS Guardian.
We've also got a scramble setting in here. That's not such a big deal for us recreationally. You can certainly see some military applications for that, where basically the scramble mode encodes the signal between the divers and the surface unit so that it can't be listened to otherwise without being able to decode it. I don't really care if people can hear Evan and I talking underwater by picking up on our signal or by hearing me talk about the fish, but certainly some military applications for that.
So one of the other big differences over the Aquacom or SSB 2010 is, again, not only how you connect this, but how you charge the battery. The previous version really had a series of 8 AA batteries that you opened up a compartment with and then placed those in after charging some rechargeables or getting some fresh AA's. You could have bought a lithium-ion battery to go into that compartment as well, but this one standard comes with its own battery in here that's rechargeable, and you charge it through the top here as well. So it comes with a cord to charge, and the cord has the same series of prongs that the output does and the input does to the mask. So you're just going to line those up nice and gently and then plug that into the wall socket to charge everything. There's a little light indicator here to let you know everything's on and powered up, as well as on the device.
If you'd like to see how we use it recreationally, check out this video over here where we take the SSB 2010 underwater and we narrate our dive here along the Cane Bay wall. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time underwater.